Hello and welcome to the video recording for my digital reflections presentation of the negative health effects of shift work. My name is Sean Peltier, and this is the final project based off the research paper that I created for our IDS 101 Cornerstone Seminar. I chose to examine the long-term negative health effects of shift work. Helping me with that, I developed a research question and thesis. My research question was, what are the effects of shift work on long-term health outcomes? And my thesis was, people who participate in shift work over long periods of time experience more negative health outcomes than those who work a more traditional schedule. This research was extremely important to me because I spent my entire adult life working shift work, and I will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. So I really wanted you to know how that's going to affect both me and the people that I work with. One of the primary pieces of information that I found, one of the primary negative long-term health effects of shift work is hypertension, more commonly known as high blood pressure. Hypertension in and of itself is relatively benign, but there are a number of issues associated with it, and several studies show that hypertension is much more common in those people that work shift work. Shift work also negatively affects your circadian rhythm, which is sort of your basic light and dark schedule. It tells your body, you should be awake, you should be asleep. Sort of just the rhythm of life might be a simple way to put it. And when you disrupt that cycle of light and dark, which people that work funny shifts often do, a lot of things are affected. Metabolism, excretion of drugs. There have even been signs that cancer can be considerably linked to circadian rhythm disruptions. Diabetes, which is an illness that we're all very familiar with, has also been shown to be more common in people who work shift work. Now, there are a lot of other factors that can play into this. People that work shift work often may have a poor diet, which is also linked to diabetes, may exercise less, and these things also contribute to the incidence of diabetes. The sort of counter-argument that there are no negative health effects from shift work is that there are so many different factors when you're examining shift workers that it's hard to pinpoint shift work itself as the issue. For instance, people are often working, sort of these lower paying, not as nice jobs. You think of the guy working third shift at the gas station. He's also probably in a lower socioeconomic status. He has some other things going on that are also associated with negative health effects. So there's a lot of factors that come into play here. So this particular study examined people that work in stressful environments and compared them and sort of examine them with people that work shift work. And they actually found that people who worked in stressful environments while working on shift seemed to have a better outcome than those that worked in non-stressful environments but worked shift work, which to me clearly shows that it's the shift work that is causing the hypertension, these other health issues. They found that the stressful but sort of unique psychosocial environments seemed to mediate the likelihood that the worker was going to develop hypertension. There are clear connections between shift work and negative health outcomes. They include things as serious as cancer, diabetes, also circadian rhythm disorders, and a number of other things. And all these health issues, especially when you start combining them, can cause serious mortality and morbidity, which is obviously of huge concern. This paper and this research was really an opportunity for me to examine some things that I may be at risk for, and I love what I do. It's not going to change simply for these increased health risks, but I definitely will need to do some things going forward to try and minimize some of those risks and be aware if some of them get screened for certain things. My reflections on the course are really positive. It was a great opportunity to get back into my writing skills, and definitely needed to brush up on some of the technical things. It's been a great opportunity. You see here my works cited. These are just for the works that I specifically quoted in today's presentation. If you'd like to read my research paper, get in touch with me, and that obviously will have further references. The photos used today, some of them were my original photos, and the rest were used under the Creative Commons license, as you see there at the bottom of the references page. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to examine this, and I've really enjoyed the past 8 weeks. Good luck to everyone.